Dobry den,
Zdravejte.
and welcome back to our little Bulgarian adventure.
Well, December is here, which means it's nearly Christmas.
It's not nearly Christmas.
It's the right month. So I hope you're all getting prepared. We're not yet, but we will.
All plans this week got hampered by
What a week.
a variety of things.
What a week. If it could go wrong, it did go wrong. Dear oh dear.
And started almost immediately after we finished the video last week.
Yes, we knew we were getting bad weather. The whole of Bulgaria was getting bad weather last weekend. So we thought Friday we'll pop into Targovishte, do the shopping, stock up on all the bits we could possibly need, then we can hunker down and wait out the weather. Well, that went really well until we got to the car. And the car started, but the serpentine belt was a fan belt in my day. The tensioner wasn't working. Basically, I couldn't drive the car.
No, with no power steering, your battery wasn't charging.
And it was like, nope, not going anywhere today.
Yes. So that involved a couple of hours of YouTube research to see what you could do about it.
And it turns out with my car, you've got to take the entire front end of the car off to even get to it. So
Yeah, the bonnet, the radiator, everything has to come out.
I'm not doing that. We'll get someone in. So we were almost out of dry dog food. So I trip up to the local shop Friday evening, managed to get us 10 kilograms of dry dog food for me to carry back. That wasn't much fun, but that sorted us out for that. And we also put an order in with Ballmag. Now you may remember Ballmag was a supermarket we used to use when we didn't have a car.
Yeah, because they do deliver out to us here. We thought, yeah, we can order everything there, it's not a problem.
The only thing they didn't have was tinned cat food.
Yeah.
But everything else, dry dog food, dry cat food, tinned dog food, brilliant. So we put an order in on Friday evening for delivery on Monday.
We would have got the dog food at our local shop, I think, but we bought them out.
Yes, we bought all the dry dog food they had.
Having it in the bulk that we
No.
need it in.
So we'll have to have a word and say, can you stock a bit more? We'll buy it.
Yeah. I think we're going to put a regular order in with our local shop. It
Yeah.
might be work out just as effective.
And it supports the village economy,
Yeah.
which is important. So Saturday came, rainy day, we thought, okay, let's just get ourselves prepared for the oncoming weather, which was due Saturday night, Sunday morning.
Charged all our phones.
Charged everything we could, got as prepared as we could be prepared, we thought. Sometime early Sunday morning, the power went out and it snowed.
It really snowed.
Boy, did it snow.
We probably had about a foot of snow.
Well, I'd say
this morning.
6 inches in the not so deep places and over a foot in the deeper places. It was proper snow. And no power.
No power. But we expected that, so
Yeah. So
we were feeling fairly confident at that point that we
petrol was lit, we were warm, we were dry, the food was cooked. A bit dark without lights, but we had some torches and we had some candles, and yeah, we thought we were in good shape.
Yeah.
Monday morning came, still no power.
Still no power.
So various trips off round town, picking up bits from the local shop. They had ploughed our road.
Yes, they did that very quickly. That happened on Sunday, I think.
Yes.
Which is great because the road becomes clear, but the verges in and out to houses and driveways are then have about 4 foot snow.
Yes. But
you did dig all our paths out.
I cleared the paths. It was just safer.
Yeah.
Getting to and from the dogs.
And of course, with still freezing temperatures, the middle of the roads where the snow was were just icy. So
Yes.
it was a treacherous trek.
It was.
Around the village.
So we did that, and then an hour later we got a call from Ballmag to say the driver's up by the factory, but your road's blocked, so we can't get down to you. Now, he obviously didn't attempt to find an alternative route. He just sat there in the car park while Max and I rushed up there to get the shopping with a wheelbarrow to carry it back. But we got that.
Yeah, you managed.
Yeah. Had it been Stefan, my favourite Ballmag delivery driver, he'd have found a way.
He usually did, didn't he?
He would have done, yeah. But we got all that stuff in there. Then in the evening, Lynn and I went off to try and find an open shop. And of the 3 shops we tried that should have been open, none of them were.
Yeah, they were all shut. But I think, so the weather was quite... I mean, it was lovely. It was actually lovely walking around the village.
Apart from the slipperiness, yeah. Nice full moon, lovely moonlit snow scenes. Problem was you were having to look at your feet so you didn't tread on any black ice and go flying. But yeah, it's all part of the adventure.
And unfortunately we couldn't get much footage of any of this because we were just getting concerned then after 48 hours of that electric that we weren't going to have any power for our phones or batteries.
Having said that, there is footage of some snow, and to break up a long story, here it is. This is what we woke up to this morning. In fairness, snow was forecast, and boy have we got snow. The garden has turned into a bit of a winter wonderland. It is actually still snowing a bit. The wind's blowing, coming in from the north, which is where the snow's come from. And I think currently it's -1 here. But this is certainly something to behold. Max wanted snow. Well, he's certainly got it. It's been snowing quite heavily. I think we're on about 5 inches of snow at the moment, and it's due to carry on a bit throughout the day. I'll let you know exactly what we end up with. Our overhanging plum tree seems to have given us a snow cave, which is quite an interesting feature we haven't had before. And hopefully I built the kennel strong enough. There's quite a layer of snow up on top there. There's snow on the shelter, but all in all I think it was warm in there this morning when I let the dogs out, so hopefully they'll be sensible, and they're watching me through the fence at the moment, but they'll go in the barn, stay out the cold. And there's the house. We've got a nice covering of snow on the roof there. That'll give me a chance to see if we've got, when it starts thawing, if we've got any leaks that are more susceptible to snow than to rain. And having just walked this small distance, I can tell you in places this snow's over 1 foot deep. It's up to my knees as I'm standing here, and my feet are beginning to go numb. It's now the next morning. We have lovely blue skies, and it's warmer than it was. Still cold, but the walnut tree, you can see, has given up most of its leaves now. They came down overnight. Winter is definitely here. And this is the view this morning from outside the front of the house. We've had about 6 inches of snow. Here's a familiar scene that you'll recognise from the start of the video, just a little different. You can see that the road has been ploughed, so Max and I are heading into the village to get some provisions. This is the view from just up the road from our house, looking towards the Balkan Mountains. It's always a good view, but the snow had something special. I don't know if I've mentioned it already, but we're without power, electricity. We've been without power now for over 24 hours. Looking up towards the factory, you can see there, it looks like they haven't got power either. So it's not just us. Working our way around one of our neighbours' houses. And there's a strange lurking figure up ahead. Oh, it's Max actually, but we're just wandering into the village centre, and just show you the sights as we go. Now, of course, the snowy weather and storms aren't all fun and games. You can see where this tree's come down and blocked this road. Luckily it's not one of the main roads, but until the snow's clear, that's going to stay blocked. We have, like I say, had the snow plough out, and the route we've got to go up the hill here has been ploughed. So we had some advice from some ladies in the village. I think they were telling us this is the way to go, but I'm not entirely sure, but this is the way we're heading. So here we are, we've reached the centre of the village. We're in the square. You can see the road's clearish. The school bus is over in the back there. But it's a beautiful morning, just a bit chilly. And slow going because of the ice underfoot. This is how slowly we've had to go. The sun has melted some snow, but is now frozen, and the ice is very slippery. We try to walk on the white bits, avoid the black bits, and hopefully not fall over. There's the top of the village church. A bit of snow on the dome at the top there. I won't be going up the steps because they're about 3 feet deep in snow. So it's still a lovely morning, but some of the buildings are in disrepair. You can see that building there has very little roof, which means it's probably full of snow. There's quite a few of these. They seem to be the more administrative buildings and the official buildings. But yes, it's just been allowed to fall apart really. This is one of our favourite houses on the way into town. Again, it's empty and neglected, but the design, the symmetry and the balcony at the front make it quite a imposing building, and done up it would be lovely. So that's us nearly home. You can see the snow up on the common up above Max's head there. The roads have been quite slippery, but we've made it unscathed so far. It's now time to get back in the warm and have a nice hot cup of coffee. So there, that was Monday. Monday came and went, still no power. Tuesday morning I'm thinking, well, I'll get up in the morning, there'll be power.
No power.
No power. And at this point the pet food situation is getting serious. They're almost eating our food.
No, they're not.
We can't have that. So Max and I took a trip to Targovishti on the bus.
Well, there was 2 reasons really. We also needed cash, because if we're starting
Yes.
to find the local shops, they only take cash, they don't take cards or anything. And of course we had intended getting cash out
On the Friday.
but we hadn't got into town to do it. So
And there's no cash point in the village.
we were running out of cash.
Yeah, so we went in, we got cash, we picked a delivery up from Econ, we went to Kaufland, got cat food, got dog food, both dry and wet for both. And then I got a cab back here with Max.
And he ordered the cab from a Bulgarian person on
By
the
phone, yeah.
He's very pleased
Oh.
with himself.
I was very surprised with myself. But that all went as it should have done. And Wednesday, we had power.
Eventually. Not
Eventually.
till quite late on Wednesday.
No.
I think it was about... I was washing up back torchlight after I'd evening dinner, and it came... I thought the torch had blown up.
It
I
suddenly
thought,
got really
that's got
bright,
really
hasn't
bright,
it?
and realised it was the kitchen light that had come on.
Yes. So suddenly we were back to turning everything on, charging everything, heating the water, having showers.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
luxury.
It is quite surprising how quickly you get used to not having it, and then how amazing it all is to
Oh,
have
to walk
lights
into
in
a
every
room, flick a switch and it get light. That's amazing.
I think we're still quite impressed when we walk into a room and turn the light on.
Yeah. The novelty hasn't worn off yet.
It's still continuing.
But so the rest of the week has been just establishing ourselves now into a situation where we get back to normal. We get some of the jobs done that need doing. It's very muddy because the thaw has begun, and snow thaw and Bulgarian dirt equals very sticky, slippery mud.
Yeah, it's delightful out there on your shoes, isn't it?
Going into the dog compound, you feel like you're skating on mud. It's very slippery. The dogs love it. They thought the snow was fantastic.
Again, we haven't got much footage because we were
Yeah.
concerned about phone charging.
Yes, we knew we didn't have much power, so we were just being a bit careful, really.
We did do some charging of the phones from the car battery.
We did. Basically, my car has just become a massive charging bank.
Yes, that's
Until
what
it's
it's good
fixed.
for
Yeah.
at the moment. And we also had some power banks. So,
Yeah.
so we survived pretty well, really.
There are still people out there, as of now,
We
still
don't
without
have-
power.
I think 800,000 homes in Bulgaria lost electricity.
It
Quite
was,
a few lost
it was
water.
severe, yes,
It was a very bad blizzard.
it was. But it's winter,
Yeah.
and it's the worst we've had so far since we've been here.
Yeah, and we didn't have many trees down or anything in our local area. We seem to be quite lucky.
Yeah.
I know Targovishti city itself had no water.
No.
Quite a lot of it had no water for a while. And most of the big towns lost their electricity, which is quite
Yeah.
unusual. In the villages it's more common, but in the towns we don't, not so much. But
No, so basically the energy people, the electricity people, had to prioritise. And being a village, I guess we were further down the list than we normally would have been.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're doing what they can with what they've got. And like I say, we have power. We're happy.
And it was lovely to see the villagers sort of rallying around helping each other.
Oh,
wasn't it?
absolutely. There was the common cry up the road of Imashli Tok, which is, do you have power? Nyama Tok, no power. And I've had conversations with people that I wasn't really sure what they were saying, but we all had a good time. And yeah, it was quite, parts of it were fun.
Parts of it were fun. And we had evening poker games.
Yeah. It was all the stuff you used to do before electricity, I guess. Well, I don't know about poker, but...
But yes, it did pass the time. But I think we were in bed most nights by about 9:30.
It's the thing we missed actually most was light.
Yeah, in the evenings, because it's dark here now by 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's
Yeah.
inside our house. It's too dark to really do anything.
Yeah, and you put the candles on, which show you where the furniture is, but you can't really do much by candlelight.
No, especially when you're conserving your candles.
Yes, we didn't know how long it was going to last. But,
And we panic about candles with all the cats.
Yeah.
That's not ideal. That's the one thing we decided out of this little episode.
so we're now looking at alternative lighting and alternative charging methods. What we decide on, we'll obviously let you know in case you need them.
Yes, or if you've got any ideas. let us
Yeah,
know.
please. We're all ears. All ears. We're all ears. I know what I mean.
But yes, I think that's about just we're over recovery mode now, and
Yeah.
we're hopefully getting back onto it next week. We're due lovely weather for the next 2 days.
Oh,
I think
yes.
we go up to 16 degrees or something,
Maybe even higher.
which is crazy after being at -4 on Monday.
But it's the beginning of winter, so that's what you can expect.
Yeah, we do get that temperature fluctuation.
Yeah.
It's still warm in the sunshine.
It's not bad at all, either. So there's just one more thing that we have to mention this week.
Yes, and that's our grandson Seamus. Happy birthday, Seamus, for tomorrow.
Have a great day. Hope your knee gets better as well.
Yeah, he hurt his knee playing rugby, so we hope it's
It's a
not
rough game.
too debilitating.
No. So have a great day. Have a great weekend, and hope you get everything you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's our catch up for this week. I hope you all stay safe. There's those of you that were in Bulgaria. I hope you.
Apparently the weather in the UK is not very good either. So
Yeah. I hope you all managed to survive it as happily as we did.
yes. So stay safe, stay warm.
And until next time,
It's time for us to say,
do skoro.
Do skoro.